questions down. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's plates.
Well, good evening.
Good evening.
Beautiful wife has given me the opportunity tonight. So, what I do when I do the presentation is I always follow the PowerPoint, because for me, I always end up forgetting something. And I've been through this a lot, and there's always something I forget, and at the end I'm like, oh, I should have. So for me, I use a PowerPoint presentation really as a tool, and it's also something that's easily to teach as well. So we've just had Dr. Wallach that's come to stay at our house.
Can we see the belly slept in?
Right, we should charge
I hope you
admission.
didn't wash the sheets.
Full of minerals. All over the house there's like minerals.
They'll be up on eBay.
You must have bathed about 2-3 times a day.
Yeah.
No.
So we all heard, so everybody here has heard the message. So tonight we are going to do the business opportunity. Now I'm going to run through it using the PowerPoint presentation, because it's just the way that I know that this works for me. So for me, I am Jamel, as you all probably know.
And then I can go into detail after with questions if anybody.
And this is the beautiful Melina. Now, quickly, I started on the products about a few years ago, and I just tried the Tangy Tangerine. Didn't try much of it, but I heard Dr. Wallach on the Alex Jones show, and I tried it. And after a while, I got it originally because I knew there was an alternative to my asthma medication I've been on all my life, and I knew that I was always coughing and sneezing for as long as I remember. So that pretty much went away. The allergies went away as soon as I had the Tangy Tangerine, and I didn't realise to cut out the bad foods, but that was something that I got more and more serious with, and again later on. So really, Dr. Wallach, get on the 90 nutrients, which are the healthy start pack, and cut out the bad foods. And the more you do it and the better you are at it, the better you feel. I can honestly say I feel better at 42 years old than I did when I was 20. Because even though I was younger, I had the allergies, I had the joint pain from my mid-20s. I had the joint pain, waking up with the sore lower back, knees and ankles. And to wake up without that pain is priceless. So, plus all the other benefits. Now, just so you know what you're getting into with me presenting, it takes me about 25 to 30 minutes to go through the presentation. So I go through it fairly quickly because Melina's done such a wonderful job at wallachhawaii.com, at her YouTube channel, as all the training videos there, so you can go and see in detail the things that I'm talking about as well. By the way, everyone in this room that's signed up with Team Aloha, don't worry if you do go to the website I'm referring to and somebody goes and signs up, we'll make sure they're signed up under you. So don't worry about if it's got my phone number there or emails to somebody else. Absolutely, that's what we do, because we don't get anywhere if we don't help our group. So, starting off, I am Jamel, and we have Amsterdam. And Amsterdam, what would you like most out of Dr. Wallach and Youngevity?
This wonderful night, it seems like a good holiday.
Okay. Angel?
Yes.
What would you like most out of Dr. Wallach's message and Youngevity? The health, helping others? Would you like the financial opportunity?
Want to help others, because
Actually, I think that's what I would like to.
Okay,
Because I have associates that have some health problems.
sure. Bill and Kiana?
Health and finance.
Yeah. Health and
Financial health.
wealth.
Yeah.
There you go.
That is the Tom Chenault slogan.
Yeah.
That's how one of our business associates in our upline, which I will go into in the next few minutes. And
Leslie.
Leslie.
So the same health and
Yes.
health. Yeah.
Leslie, the same there. And Pam.
So mine should be health first.
Mm-hmm.
Health, wealth, business.
Yeah.
Yes.
All for it.
Business. Then we've got Nathan out the back there.
Well, you know, before my saying was always health.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say health, wealth, and time freedom.
Yeah, time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
Health,
The Rabbi, we had Shabbat the other day. Time, time.
can
God
never
can
get
change
it back.
time, can't He?
Yeah.
Time. Time is so important because we can run around all day doing nothing. We'll spend a few hours and change people's lives. And Miles.
I would say health number one and time freedom number two. And wealth number three.
Okay.
If you don't have the health, you can't get the wealth.
Right.
And you can't get the time either.
Right.
So you need that help.
Absolutely. Now, for us, it is a combination of all these things. We've got 5 beautiful girls. The time you spend with your family is priceless.
Can I didn't get to answer.
See, I was saving it to last. Saving it to last, internet.
So mine is get a group, like Amsterdam says, it feels like a holiday because when you get all these really cool, amazing people together, it's like family. It's like a family that God redeemed. So it's you know, surrounding yourself with really awesome people and watching everybody grow and get healthy and get wealthy together and being a part of that, you know. So you can't run to that.
That's a princess. Okay. So, with the PowerPoint presentation, I always use this because I am going to forget something if I don't use it. So, the 40-year plan. Most people, 1% are wealthy. These are American statistics. If you can't see this, I can actually move this so everybody can see it. So what I'm going to do is move the Healthy Start packs here and this right to the front. It's okay, it's the wife's computer, but I'm sure it should give me.
You might want to get on that.
That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there you go. You can stand here and press the button. 4% are financially stable, 5% are still working, 28% are dead, and 62% are dead broke.
At 65.
At
That's
65. So the Youngevity plan is a proven business system, training and support, unlike a traditional business or franchise. Mike Battistelli, who is another very successful network marketer in Youngevity, and what you'll find when you go to the conferences and all the rest of it is all the people in everyone's other lines, we all work together and share information. So, I mean, this has been my experience. And Mike says in one of his presentations is that we make our money in network marketing because we don't, well, in Youngevity, we don't have shelf space in advertising. And the profit is very evenly shared amongst the distributors, depending on how much products move through the organisation. So we're not competing with whoever's putting their brand on the supermarket shelf, which costs a lot of money. Then you've got to get it at eye level. I've been an actor since I was 22 years old, and I've been in TV commercials where they've spent more money on the product being advertised than actually making it. So welcome to Youngevity. 90 for Life is something that you'll hear quite a bit. It is about the 90 essential nutrients that Dr. Wallach talks about that is no longer in our food source. Now, because we've all seen Dr. Wallach over the last week, we know what he's talking about. So I'm going to skip through these things fairly quickly to get to the financial opportunity because this is what tonight is about. But we have all these things, including mineral makeup for the women, so that it's good for your skin. There we go, look at that. We've got pet care products. We've got an app on your phone that if you call Cart Ripple, just put your ID number for Youngevity in that, and that will actually, if you put some shoes, or we got the car that we hired Dr. Wallach in from Cart Ripple, we actually get BV and QV. See, and we got how much did we save today from the Cart Ripple ad?
It was we saved almost half.
Wow.
More than half.
Wow.
Yeah, it was going to be 400 and something. When I got up to pay, she was like, "Okay, we're going to charge your card this much, $420 something." I'm like, "No. Wait a minute. I made a reservation for $200 and some odd dollars." She's like, "Oh, you're going to have to show me that because my system's." I actually had to pull up the receipt from Cart Ripple on my phone and show her, and then she had to get a manager to. That's why it took so long. She had to manually go in and adjust it.
That is one new feature. Anyone with an iPhone or Android, just just install Cart Ripple, put your ID number and share it. If they're not a Youngevity distributor and they use that app and save money, you get the BB.
Whether they are or they're not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if they're not. Yeah. You get that. You earn money back every time somebody spends money on Cart Ripple if you share the app with them.
What do they buy on Cart?
Anything.
Shoes,
There's like
Nike
thousands
shoes,
of stores.
cars,
I mean,
holidays.
all the big
Here's the
stores.
cool
So
thing.
you're talking about a rental car? Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
If you have the app and you go up and you scan the barcode or something of the product you're looking for, it'll do an automatic price compare and show you the cheapest place to buy it on Cart Ripple. And if it's cheaper than what you're looking at in the store, you can usually get free shipping. You just click on it and you buy it right there. It's like
So
Really
it's like the
cool.
Amazon of everything.
Well,
Or,
as
you know,
what Doc
finding
says,
anything.
isn't it? And also there's a David Allen Capital, which she's going to go into later if you want, which is lending money to small businesses in America, which is your mum and pop shops where you can get approval within one day, which is it's one-page document. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can get like $3,000 commission from a $100,000 loan, and you can get paid in your bank account that day. You're qualified as a Youngevity distributor. Oh, by the way, our brand ambassadors, Mary Lou Hanna is 64 years old. She's on Dancing with the Stars right now. She takes the product. She's actually featured on, if you go to our Vimeo channel in Youngevity, she is on the Occutive, right? Synaptive. There you go. Synaptive, and the new marketing by Youngevity is absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to go into that later in the compensation plan, but we have guys like Theo Ratliff, NBA All-Star, who's on our rebound, we've got 75 plant-derived minerals, whereas a lot of other sports drinks do not have that. Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl winner Drew Pearson, who's on our CM cream, and the list goes on. Dr. Joel Wallach, our founder, has been published 75 times in medical and scientific journals internationally. Dead Doctors Don't Lie, well, now has sold over 350 million copies of the tape CD, and which is more than Michael Jackson's Thriller. And he's a licensed naturopathic doctor with 35 plus years of practical experience using these formulas with unprecedented results. Our scientific advisory board and everybody else is second to none. Plus what we have, if you know about network marketing, is our upline, which I think are the most successful in the whole business. We've got Dr. Corey Gold here, known as the Millionaire Maker. He is our direct upline in Youngevity. Melina's got a great relationship with him. I talk to him fairly regularly. He is just a great guy, and he is here to help us professionals grow our business, as is Tom Chenault, Sandy Ellsberg, Denise Chenault, Cheryl Morley, Ted Anderson, who owns one of the biggest independent radio networks in North America, Michael Zwirling, who got Doc on the radio all those years ago, and of course Alex Jones, and who else have we got? We've got everyone. It's sensational.
Superstar.
All-star
Yes.
team. The change is clear. Chronic disease is on the rise now, because we've all seen Dr. Wallach in Hawaii recently live, and if you haven't on internet land, just look it up on the wallachhawaii.com site. In America, it's 60th in life expectancy, 41st in infant mortality, and 1 in 3 Americans are diabetic or pre-diabetic. Dr. Wallach says the key to good health is nutrition. It's not what just you eat that kills you, it's what you don't eat. The key to health is giving your body all 90 essential nutrients and what it needs, which is in the Healthy Start Pack here, which is a month's supply, as Dr. Wallach said, per 100 pounds of body weight. That is the foundation of our business. And 90 for life is our slogan, which is 90 nutrients, which is 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 to 3 essential fatty acids. Not all supplements are created equal. This is a big thing where you hear Doc talking about the secret sauce and all these sorts of things, because people rush down and get them from the cheapest place they can find and buy a barrel load of selenium or vitamin C or something and come back and say, well, it didn't work like you said. Because our supplements are derived from plant-derived, our minerals are plant-derived minerals. The Tangy Tangerine is certified GMO-free and pesticide-free in all 50 states of the US of A. And the most mineral supplements are derived from elemental minerals, which are 8 to 12% absorbable. So when the plant derived, and I do think Dr. Wallach is a genius, the way he puts the nutrition in the food, well, it's like really like a superfood. I've heard Melina say this before. In the tangy tangerine, it's all the cofactors he adds too. So it's not just that one mineral, but it's all the other things that he puts in there to work. So they all work together. Now, he's also done us a favour. We don't have to overthink it. So everybody needs one of these, according to Dr. Wallach, per 100 pounds of body weight, and cut out the bad foods. That's it. That's it. The only other thing is, what is your health challenge? So every single health pack here has this plus the add-on. So somebody that has blood sugar issues, you want the blood sugar pack. For somebody that wants to lose some weight, that has the weight loss pack. So if someone that plays a lot of sport, you want the athletic pack because it includes a rebound, and when you sweat, it's not just water, it's the super minerals too that you need for your body. We are not primarily a weight loss company, but what people find is when they get off the bad foods and supplement correctly, the cravings go away, so it's not just willpower, it's knowledge. So this is amazing because people that actually get on the products, cut out the bad foods, they nutrify the body, the cravings go away. For me, I always used to put 2 to 3 sugars in every coffee I'd drink, just because I thought I'd need it, because my body was searching for something. When I started supplementing with the 90 nutrients, the craving went away. It's not that I was trying not to have sugar, it's just that the desire for sugar went. Which I only experienced this from Youngevity. So, the Healthy Body Challenge. Now, I'm going to go through the compensation plan real quick. If you do recommend the Healthy Start Pack to 3 people in 1 calendar month, and you enroll them and you're already on auto ship, so you're already getting this sent to you every month, next month you get your Healthy Start Pack for free. So you're getting your nutrition for free, which is awesome. There we go. If you recommend 3, next month is free. So, there are 3 ways you can come into Youngevity. Number 1 is a customer, which is 0. You can come in, and we really do take care of our customers, and our leaders take care of our customers too. So Melina is, I think she is a queen of structure and volume. She knows who works well together, how our organisation works. At the end of the day, we're here to help people. I've heard Melina talk to somebody for half an hour that was just interested in a bottle of cherry mints. That was it, a $24 sale. But if that can keep someone alive and get them better, and that's what we're here for. So for me, I was looking after the disabled since I was 19 for over 20 years, and I got to the point where I was popping pills out, and I knew what Dr. Wallach was saying about them, and I knew these guys that I was looking after didn't have a choice, and I knew what the alternatives could be. We are distributors, we're not naturopathic professionals, unless you are a naturopathic a professional. So our job is to provide the information that Dr. Wallach says. As distributors, that's what we do, which I think it's important to get that right. And I've got a great video with Dr. Glidden at the top of wallachhawaii.com, which only goes for a minute explaining what our 2 roles are. So we provide the information that these guys have. If they like what they hear, they come back and talk to us on how to process an order or sign up. The second way is a distributor. It's $25, and that qualifies you for commissions. That means if you place an order and anybody that you've introduced a product to, you'll get a thank you check. It can be big, it can be small. That's how I started off. And the third way, and with that $25, that qualifies you for the Cart Ripple stuff, the David Allen Capital stuff that we're talking about, and access to your back office, so you can refer people and they can buy product. The third one is CEO, which you come in as $4.99, and that qualifies you for the 9 ways you can get paid. The pack that you can see here is the most popular. It's got close to 3 Healthy Start Packs, plus it's got the extra rebound and the pollen burst, and it's got the kids watermelon sprinkles and the probiotics. So you get about $600 worth of product there, and it pre-qualifies you for the 9 ways you can get paid. So the sooner you get a CEO pack, the better.
You can only sign up for one or the other. You can't sign up for the 25 and then sign up.
Well, the CEO pack includes a $25 sign-up fee.
No, if you sign up for the $25, you can't sign up for the $4.99.
Yeah.
You can?
You can sign up for the $25 and you can sign up for the CEO whenever you like. But when you sign up, you're CEO qualified. So when you sign up, that's, yeah. And Melina will go into, she's really good at doing there's almost like two comp plans. There's the uni level plan based on referrals and how deep you go, and then there's the CEO coding plan, which might sound confusing, but Melina makes this really clear. So basically, this is the compensation plan in a glance. Now, if you refer 4 CEO packs, you get your money back and you get a little bit of commission, and that gets the ball rolling. So what we want to do, if you come in as a CEO, we want to help you get 4 CEOs on your front line or something like that to build your business. And that's what we want to do to see you succeed. And these are basically the coding bonuses. I'm not going to go too much into detail here because there are two compensation plans, and I will go into this in the future. But when you hit Senior Executive Marketing Director, which really is the benchmark of our compensation plan, every CEO pack you sell, you get an extra $100 coding bonus. Now, I won't go into that right now because I might confuse you, because I confused myself when I first started. These are this is the basically what you're looking at is per month average. To cut it pretty simply, I'm on about here where I came from Team G'day, sorry about that. Melina is somewhere between here. So she's been doing it a bit more professionally. I started professionally July last year when I bought my first whiteboard and booked a hall in Sydney, in mid-north coast. So for me, they call it a 2 to 5 year plan. For me, it's been under 2 years. Now our accounts are together, we're married, and she's Team Aloha, I'm Team G'day. So this is the compensation plan. When you come in as CEO, you can get paid up to 9 ways because of the stock options. We're looking at going big with the, Youngevity as a company now, which I'm going to go into fairly soon. You get a lot of recognition. You might have seen me wear the jacket the other day. You wear the jacket when you hit Vice Presidential, and then it goes in different colours. Melina's got a green jacket, which is Senior Vice Chair, and we have all the things in place for us to go to the next level, which I'm going to explain really quickly right now. Now, I'm going pretty fast because what I find is that if I go for too long, I'm going to focus on things that we can look up, and Melina will be able to help you with as well. This is our team of leaders and our corporate team. Dave Brisky is our president. This is a chart that Melina has done for a long time. This is year 1 in Youngevity, year 20. And how much are we doing at the moment about?
160.
160, about 160 million. And we started off like this, and around 5 years ago we went up like that. Now, what's interesting about Youngevity is that I was talking to a girl last week that have 5 products and they're about $600 million. And so we've got about a couple of thousand products, and companies that get around this area either stagnate or they go to the $1 billion company. So everything is in place for us to go to the $1 billion company. The corporate leaders that I've met in our team, I think, are the best in the whole biz. Scott Bell spent 15 years in Herbalife, I think. Dave Brisky's absolutely great bloke, smart, and you've got Steve Wallach, who's Doc Wallach's son, and Michelle, and just a team of leaders. Alex Thies. Our charities now is the Gary Sinise Foundation, which is one of them. Be the Change Youngevity, which you'll see on the coffee, and our premium grade coffees, by the way, full of antioxidants and everything. And the Gary Sinise Foundation, which is a charity that Youngevity is using now, which goes to veterans and first responders. So what you haven't seen in this compensation plan is, well, that's actually us on the cruise, is the compensation plan, which I am about to show you now. So this is what I use when I'm out on the go. I go Wallach, Hawaii.com. Now I set this up and I'm always updating it. If you refer anybody to this and they do sign online, we'll make sure that they're under you. or if anybody, that's my phone number. I always say, so I'll make sure that they're going to be in your business. So this is our team page, which is also for teamg'day.com, which is my group in Australia, is one of the biggest as well, the Youngevity. I've got our naturopathic doctors, Dr. Wallach, Dr. Glidden, Jane, and these are official sites too. And up here I've got 4 videos of their latest lectures in pretty close to full. And their official sites. We've got Melina's site here, which with all her, actually I don't know it. Can I do that? Oh yeah, I can. That's Melina's sites here. So if you can't think of all of her training videos, you can find them here. It's got her YouTube videos, her Vimeos. The YouTube's got the testimonies and everything like that. Linda's an Australian Team G'day member. You get your
Where do you find?
just wallachhawaii.com. Yeah. So everything's here for the nutritional protocol. Marvin Rock goes back with Doc Wallach 20 years. He's an ex-Navy SEAL. He set up that nutritional protocol where you just put your age, your weight goes to a virtual Dr. Wallach. You tick Dr. Wallach, you tick a disclaimer, and it will tell you what to take and how to take it according to the protocol. And we've got Dr. Glidden. We do a tour of the head office here. This is one of my best tools, favourite. It's an interview with Theo Ratliff, and it's got the comparison chart for the rebound here. And down the bottom, we've got the business is the bottom half of the page, the information is the top. The compensation plan, SEMD is all about, you need to learn how to get to SEMD. People in this group will teach you how to get to SEMD, and once you get to SEMD, you teach others. So it's all about, if you look at the compensation plan, it's all about building SEMDs. And we're here to get you to SEMD. Melina's got training videos just under this, 2 one-hour training webinars on how to get to SEMD. So bookmark that. Took me 3 times to watch it, and I had to rewind it and play it and rewind it. But once you understand it, you understand it. It's clear, really clear. And I did talk to Dr. Wallach about the compensation plan, and it's all about getting people their nutrition for free, being able to spread the message, and we're passionate about what we do. And he has not got a problem with us earning enough money to buy a nice car and a nice house. There's no limit to what we want to do. So this is what we do. We're very proud of what we do. There's 2 videos down the bottom, one with Tom Chenault doing a presentation and David Ruck's explaining the coding. I didn't even go into the coding, but basically this compensation plan here, if you can't really see the writing, but on your first level you get 8% of the business volume. On the second level you get 8%. Once you hit SEMD, it goes 8%, 8%, 7, 6, 6, 6, 8, and then 2% infinity. So someone 2,000 below you, you'll still get 2% of the business volume. That's the current compensation plan. You can get paid up to 9 ways on this plan, so if it doesn't make sense at the start, don't worry. This green unlocks the coding. So once you're CEO, that's why you want to be CEO ASAP. The car bonus, you don't have to put towards a car. The car bonus you can put to whatever you want. We just call it a car bonus. You can buy a surfboard with it if you want, whatever you want to do with it. So the coding is really, if you enroll someone, you're rewarded for that. So if you enroll someone and put them under someone you're building, this is what's so great about this compensation plan. You've got the coding because you enroll them, but this person needs to build his business that's under you, so you put that account under them. You have 2 months to move the account. That helps that structure. Say we're building an SEMD, but you're rewarded via the coding because you're coded to this person. So for me, it took me a bit to get my head around the whole thing. But this site is purely set up for a resource. That means you can pull out your phone at any time and pull up any of these videos and share it. It's got my phone number here. If you can't get a hold of Melina, call me anytime. That's my direct number there. And these are the 4 videos I've got here. It's Dr. Wallach, Dr. Glidden, Ben Fuchs is a pharmacist that comes from the farm. He's a pharmacist, so he's got a different bit of information there. And Dr. Joanne Conaway, who's a naturopathic doctor, she's also a nurse, so she's got that qualification too. And I interviewed all of them, and they're all, that's what we refer the information to. People come back, and then we go, okay, we can take care of your health challenge, And if you want, there's a great financial opportunity.
Can you write the website on the board, on the chalkboard? Thank you.
There you go.
We were working on Beth Israel today, Angel and I showed her how close they are already. Just after a few days, I mean, we could get them to SEMD within just it's only been a few days. I've had people get to SEMD in 24 hours. So I can show
Yep.
if you want me to.
She's going to show the comp plan. I'm going to quickly show you the SEMD, which is you need 3 people that want to do the business, and they need 3. And that's all it is. So Bob Crisp, I think, was on Tom Chenault's show, and he was a very successful guy at training Amway. He said you don't need to know 2,000 people, you only need to know 3 to 12, because you're only going to be talking to 3 to 12 people a week. And you want to be you're interviewing them as much as they're interviewing you. So these are QV, every product has a QV. So this Healthy Start Pack is 111, so it's changing where you shop. So you're adding some energy drinks or something. So SEMD is 250 here for your personal account. These are personal accounts. 150 here, 150 for this person, 150 for this person, and each account over here, 50. You know what 50 QV is? Just a box of Rebound or a box of Pollen Burst. And that is the structure. The other thing that you need to qualify for SEMD is the volume in the first, so there's another leg under here that can all count. You can go as wide as you want, and that needs to be 5,400 in one calendar month, and that gets you to SEMD, which is basically the benchmark of our whole compensation plan. And once you know how to do that, you can teach other people how to do that. So I'll give this to Melina now, and she's going to make a lot more sense than I probably just did.
Because I've been the only one doing presentations for a while, so it's good for you guys to see. Anybody can do it, even him. No, I'm just
You're right, isn't it?
But okay, so the point is that this is really not a good location for this video.
There we go.
Okay, so SEMD is the basic unit of the compensation plan. It's all about getting yourself to SEMD and then helping your leaders get to SEMD and then making more SEMDs. You don't, so the way you come in as CEO, if you are looking to build the business, you want to come in as a CEO. Otherwise, it's frustrating if you come in with the $25, you're going to leave money on the table, you're not going to make money fast. Anybody who's successful, who's looking to use Youngevity as a vehicle to make an income, comes in as a CEO. So you come in, you spend $499 or $500 bucks. What's the first thing you want to do?
Get it back.
Get your money back, right? So how do you get your money back? You bring in 4 people, each with a CEO pack. What happens, let's say 3 first. Okay, so you bring in 3. With each one of these people, you're making $130. And I tell my story about Elma in Waianae, who called me the very next day after she came in. She had 3 people in her living room. They waited for like an hour and a half till I got there, and they were watching Dr. Wallach videos. They were all ready to get started when I got there. I showed them the comp plan. So she makes $390 off the bat, okay? And she has her CEO pack with all these products, and she's got 3 business partners to work with. Now, when she gets this structure in place, it's a rank called EMD, Executive Marketing Director. What that means is the very next person she brings in at that rank, not only does she make the 130, but she also makes 35 in coding. And that 35 in coding, the cool thing about coding is it goes to infinity. Because what's the first thing that person wants to do when they come in? Get their money back. So you show up with 3 people in their living room, and now you're making $35 for each of these people, and that goes to infinity. Now this is in a perfect world, this is how it works, right? So let's just go with the perfect world scenario that everybody signs up. Let's just say everybody signs up 3 people. 3 of your people sign up 3 people, and this person decides they don't like you, they don't like the product, they put everything back in the box and they ship it back to Youngevity. What's the worst that could happen? They get their money back. That's the worst that could happen. What's the best thing that could happen? This person blows up, becomes a rock star, and next thing you know, you've got 500 people in your organization. So there's best case, worst case, and real world scenarios. So let's talk about what happens when 3 of the people that you sign up 3 people like Jamel was saying, then you become an SEMD. What happens when you become an SEMD, the very next person that you enroll, not only do you make 134, but instead of 35, you're now making 100 coding. That's when it gets fun. Because what does this person want to do when they sign up? Get their money back. So if they brought in 3 people, you're making 100 for each one of these 3 people they bring in, and that goes to infinity. This group will always be coded to you for that 100. So let's say this person becomes a rock star, like Jamel was saying, 1,000 levels deep, and you're still making some coding on that. On all those, you don't know these people who are signing up, but you can still be making the coding.
Which I think is genius about the compensation plan, because you're helping people. You could be right at the top, and you're helping people that are just coming in, and I think that's awesome.
So when you have this structure here of 3 that have 3, so there's 2 elements, 2 components to SEMD: structure, 3 that have 3, and then volume. It has to be 5,400. So you can hit that really fast when people are coming in with CEO packs. And people will do what you do. So if you're a business builder, you want to be proactive, come in with the CEO pack, because that's how you're going to show your people how to come in. It's really the only right way to come in if you do want to do the business. When you look around at the leaders in Youngevity, everybody starts with the CEO pack.
What is that called? BV or QV? Or?
QV.
QV.
5,400 QV. Yes. So when you get to that SEMD, that's when the car bonus kicks in of 300. And like Jamel said, you can spend that 300 on whatever you like. Okay? So, my eraser. Okay. So, I'll show you what it looks like when you get to SEMD, and then you want to help your people get to SEMD. So this is you, and you have these 3 leaders. So 3 of them stuck. 3 out of your 4 stuck. And you say, okay, I want to build to my next rank, so I'm going to help my 3 people. I promised that my people who came in, I was going to lock arms with them, partner with them, and help them succeed. Because if people aren't making money, you know what, and if they're not in love with the mission, they're going to fall off, right? So you want them to be products to product. You want them to be having their own testimony by using that product, by partnering with them and sharing it, right? And then getting them paid so they can pay for their products, so they keep on it. So when you get these 3 people, when you help them get to SEMD, this is your first SEMD structure, so you are SEMD. Now you want to help these people get to SEMD. So they're each going to need to have this structure. And this is where Jamel's at. He just got his jacket. This is the first, when you get a jacket, when you have a minimum of 3 SEMD legs under you, you're a rank called VPMD. And each one of these is an SEMD. Do you guys get that? You have 3 SEMDs under you. And now you're a VPMD. You're earning a $600 car bonus every month. And every time you sign up a new CEO, let's say you sign up a new CEO and this guy's a rock star and he's great with training, and you think these guys live a couple doors down from each other. You sign up a CEO and you think this guy would work perfectly with your new CEO. You put him here. You would make not only 130 for the CEO, but now you make 140 coding. And that coding goes to infinity. So this person who's under your new CEO, like Jamel was saying, there's two different trees of compensation. One is coding and one is unilevel. So you will always get the coding for this person. That 140 will go to infinity. But both of you, this SEMD and you, will both get paid on every purchasing, the unilevel. Does that make sense? I'm getting kind of deep into this. I just want to show you guys that you can move up really quickly in the compensation plan as you help other people achieve their rank of SEMD. So once you've got 3 SEMDs, then you can move down the line. The senior vice chairman rank where I'm at, I have 9. So I have 9 SEMD legs. So for senior vice chair marketing director is 9 SEMD legs. Now, your SEMD leg, here's one person. Say there's just one person below them, there's 2 people below them. Say this person becomes an SEMD. That's an SEMD leg of mine. They can be 20 levels down, it doesn't matter. As long as it's a separate leg than all the others. If this person's an SEMD, this only counts as one leg. So if I have 9 SEMD legs, I'm making a $1,000 car bonus every month, which is a pretty nice base, right? To know that that's coming in every month. And then you make 190 coding. So if I sign up a CEO, I make $130 plus 190 coding, and that 190 goes to infinity. So that's really nice. So so that's coding in a nutshell, but I know, like, it took me, like Jamel said, like 6 months before I could even really look at it because it just confused me so much. I would cash my checks and it was fine. I'm like, I'm sure Youngevity gets it right. But then when people start, when you want to become a leader and people start asking you these things and I'm like, I don't even know, and then it got embarrassing. Like I had to sit down and I think I locked myself in a room like for 24 hours and just watch the videos over and over and figure it out.
David Rutz, the coding.
David Rutz.
That's at the bottom,
yeah.
bottom of WallachHawaii.com.
David Rutz does a really great coding video.
What is his name?
David Rutz.
That's the guy.
Rutz,
Yeah.
R-U-T-Z. He's on my YouTube channel, and then he's on Jamel's site, the WallachHawaii.com. So I just want to show you, we went over the coding, went over some of the bonuses. I want to show you that if you're just showing people the product, not counting any of the coding bonuses or anything, I want to show you the numbers. So this is you. If you're spending a minimum of $100 a month, or let's say, how do you take advantage of that many levels? I think, okay, this is $200 a month, which is really easy because you can just switch where you shop. Let's say, I mean, once you start to get on the nutrition, you feel good, you want to feel better. And as you're making money, you invest in more products and, you know, you feel better. So let's say on your first level, you bring in 4 people. There's 4 people on that level. If they're spending an average of $150 a month, you're going to be making $48 residual. That's not a whole lot. Yes.
Melina, is that 200 QV or $200 up there?
200 QV. Sorry. 200 QV, because I'm assuming that you're going to be at least an EMD, and to qualify to get paid on this many levels, you have to be an EMD. So, first level, you'd make 48. Now let's say it took 6 months for these 4 people to bring in 4 people. So let's say, I'm just trying to be really realistic and fit within your belief, you know, your realm of belief here. So the next level would be 16 people. That level, you would make $192 a month. So now you're looking at about $250 a month. Now,
That's, when you say 4 people, that's customers or distributors?
yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, either way. You get paid the same on customers or distributors, but only your distributors count towards your structure. But the unilevel, when you're getting paid on what people are buying, it doesn't matter whether they're custom. The next level, it goes real big jump here to 64. This is $672 a month on that level. So now you're looking at about, what is that, 89, almost $1,000 a month. Now that would radically change some of your lives, right? An extra $1,000 a month would radically change some of your lives just for sharing about the product. And if it took you a year to do that casually on the side, that's a pretty good thing. And so what I've found in network marketing is that everybody succeeds unless they quit. You're going to succeed unless you quit. It's just inevitable. But your level of success depends on what you're willing to put into it, you know?
You said 1,000?
Yeah, because we'd add these 3 up, so it's just shy of 1,000. Now this one really jumps up. The next one, now you'd have 256 on this level, and this level would make you 2304. So you'd be making a little over $3,000 a month, which is now you could bring a spouse home, or you could replace your income. And if it took you 2 months, 2 years, 3 years to do that, 4 years to do that, I mean, that's a heck of a retirement plan right there. You know, if you worked for a few years to do that, and this isn't counting, this is saying that you're never really signing anybody else up. This is just assuming that people are going to tell people how good they feel, and it's just going to do what network marketing does. We'll go one more level. This is 1,024 people on this level. Now you're looking at $9,216. $9,216 on that level. Now that's a really good retirement plan. Because now you're looking at about, what was that, $13,000 a month? $13,000 a month. Not bad. Okay, one more level. Show me the money! One more level.
Big bucks.
Next level, now this is 4,096 people. If it took you 10 years to do this, do you think it'd be worth it? 49,152.
Absolutely.
Not bad. I could
This
live
is a
on that.
month, right, Melina? You're
This
talking
is a
about.
month. But this is the power of network marketing, and I never understood network marketing. I thought it was a scam. I thought it was cheesy. Being a single mom of 5, used to be a single mom of 5 kids.
We cut that one out.
Raising them here in Hawaii is not easy. And, you know, Tom Chenault talks about there's a hot button we all have. It's either time, money, or health. And for me, it was definitely money, because I didn't know what we were going to do. And I used to stress out in the middle of the night, wake up, my eyes would pop open, and I would worry about money. I don't do that anymore. And it's because of Youngevity. And I can't make that promise to you, but I was desperate, and I worked my butt off. And now to know that I've created a residual income for my family that's willable. If something happens to me, it keeps coming in for my kids. That gives me such peace of mind. I sleep like a baby now. So what Jamel was talking about earlier is, what the rabbi talked about was time. You can never get it back once you spend it, right? And we all trade time for money. That's what the American dream is. You work 40 years, 40 hours a week, and you retire, right? But that's not such a great dream anymore, because it doesn't really exist anymore. And once you spend time, you can't ever get it back. So the great thing about network marketing is 2 things: leverage and residual income. Because as I show you how to do what I've learned to do, you're leveraging my time. Because it's not just me out there sharing the message with people, it's all of you sharing the message with people. And the residual income of it, because once somebody gets on the product and they feel better, they're going to keep wanting to feel better. Okay. So what network marketing has given me is the ability to dream again, because I was so stressed out about money before, and now I can dream. And it's really, there's no ceiling. It's hope, you know. It's sharing this message and hoping that people are going to receive it, and that more people receive it. And it's great to help people, and it's great to get paid for helping people. So, you know, sky's the limit. And we're at perfect time. Jamel showed you where we are with the company and how much the company's exploded in the last few years, the last 5 years. Well, Hawaii is wide open. You know, you were just asking me, Leslie, how many is this, you know, in Hawaii? Yeah, pretty much. There's probably right around 100 active distributors, if that, in the islands. It's wide open. So this was the first time Dr. Wallach's been here in many years, and it's now people are starting to get the message. We're getting Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the radio. So now when you're going to approach people and you're going to say, hey, have you ever heard about Youngevity? Most people said no before. Hey, have you heard about Dr. Wallach? Oh, is that Dead Doctors guy? A lot of them have his CDs or his DVD or his cassette tapes, and they've heard it before. Now they'll be hearing it on the radio. And so it's a perfect storm. You're in the perfect place for Youngevity, and it's a product that everybody needs. We have the biggest market share. From birth till death, and your plants and animals need it too. And how long do we need it? for life, right? So
It's going to be a long time.
it's gonna be a long time. Dr. Wallach says we got 120 years minimum, so sign me up. So yeah, I don't know where I'd be without this company, and for me, it's like a message that I can really, I would be doing it for free. Luckily, I don't have to. Dr. Wallach says he wants to pay us a ridiculous amount of money to be part of this army. So I'm honored to work with Dr. Wallach and all of you guys. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
You know, Melina, you talk about now.
Woo!
Now,